gonna start out today, we're gonna work in a different spot. She's done really well on the driveway. We moved 30 yards and we're in the yard is all. I'm letting her kind of just walk around. I'm letting her, good girl. Letting her hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I always tell her, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up when she's peeing. It helps us get her to kind of go to the bathroom on command when we're traveling. We take them out, their feet hit the grass, we say hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, and they just remember they're always hearing that when they're peeing, so it just speeds them up a little bit. But I'm gonna take her right off the bat. Come here. And we'll work on putting this on and off. Come here. Good. Good. So on and off, and we don't want any reflex of trying to pull her way out of it. When it does come off, I don't want her thinking all of a sudden, I'm free, I can go running. It's from control on a lead to control off a lead. Good girl. This habit has been formed since the very beginning. If your dog doesn't have that habit, you got to start changing it. That takes 100% consistency. You can change habits, but you have to be even more consistent. I'm going to take this off. Now, the biggest thing that I could see becoming an issue today is by changing from the gravel to the grass, there's a lot more distractions. We did this a while back. We did a series with a dog named Arrow, a Malinois Shepherd mix. And we tried doing it on the grass. She was a little bit older. She was about her age now when we got her. And we tried doing it on the grass and we couldn't. She just wouldn't stop smelling. I don't want them smelling on the grass when they're on lead. I don't want them sniffing the grass when they're in heel position. I want their focus on me. I'll tell them when it's time to hunt. So we're gonna see how she does. I'm gonna use, so we've got my lawn here, I mowed it yesterday. This is a lot of quack grass or whatever it is. It was reseeded this year and it didn't come in very good. It looks like a different color kind of, whatever it is. Probably more weeds than grass, but it's mowed relatively short. I'm gonna work back and forth on it and see what we can get for focus on heel. We're gonna do basically the same routine that we've been doing on the driveway and she's gotten very good at on the driveway. We're just gonna move it to a little bit more challenging spot. I like her focus. I like her ability to just sit here patiently. Bella, heel. And I just gotta be ready and prepared. If that nose goes down, we're gonna get a little bit of a correction on it. So far, so good. Very nice. Now I gotta loosen my lead a little bit. See how I was holding it kind of tight? That's pressure on her. You see the collar? That's off. That is pressure. If you hold it like that all the time, she feels it and that becomes normal. And that I need it to be either 0 or 10. 10 gets a change, 0 is off. Means you're in the right position. There's 0. So I had to correct myself right off the bat there. Bella, heel. I get her attention and walk off. Good. She's a little unsure of this area. You can tell by her body language. Her head's on a swivel. Her tail's a little bit tucked. There, it's wagging. This is that thing about Bella that I like. She's real cautious about new situations, but watch how quickly she settles in, and the tail tells it all. She goes from tucking that tail to wagging the tail. And so she goes from relatively cautious about a new situation to a lot of confidence and going, oh, I get it. We've done this before. I know what we're doing. Sit. You could tell as soon as I did that, her ears went back, her tail went, and she didn't move. And that was just a, what? You're gonna ask me to sit here? That whistle thing again? Bella, heel. Good. And there she goes, oh, I know this game. That was completely what she's saying is, okay, I get it. Spin around, sit down and look. Good. And so I gotta be there just as quick to tell her good as I am, you're not doing it right. Bella, heel. Good girl. Good. Bella, heel. Good. Now she's developing a little bit of a habit of swing out and sit. I'm not gonna get on her yet about it. Bella, heel. She'll figure out the best spot to be is right next to me in time. Sit. Good. Heel. Look at the difference in her body language. Nose goes down, I sweep my foot underneath it. It's either that or I correct with the lead. That time I just sweep my feet under, I bump the underside of her chin and she realizes, don't put your nose down there. Good. Good girl. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing that we do on the gravel. Make a little No. No. That's her apology, that body language. Good. That was a temptation. She wanted to reach down and pick that lead up, but as I turned and walked away, she followed me. Good. That tells me the eyes are good. Very good. Very good. Little wag of the tail, little praise coming in, lead up, Bella, heel. And off we go. Good girl. See how she wanted to wind up there and get excited? I didn't change my pace, didn't change my tempo, didn't do anything. I just let her work through that excitement without a lot of response from me. Good. She's turning this into, she's realizing this is, boy, if I sit quick, Sit up. Sit up. Nope. You leave it. Good. Now I got her eyes. Good. 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 You can tell that little lead has gotten to be tempting with her since we've gone off lead. Good. Very good. And I've got good eyes from her, enough that she's focusing on me instead of that leash. As much as she would love to reach down and pick it up. Now I keep moving too. Good. Sit. It was too long. It was too far. I'm not going to get all over her for it, but I'm not going to allow it to happen. I'm going to be very crisp, swift, efficient, and put her right back. Good. Good. Heel. So, the difference, I don't think she'd have done that on the gravel. The difference is we're here in this new spot, and we're in a totally different place as far as temptation. Good. Heel. Heel. Turned into her for the first time. She got pretty excited about it. So I didn't get wound up. I just calmed down. Let her calm down. Let her think again. Good. Very good. Let her know when she does it right. Good girl. Heel. Good. Very good. Let's go for that again. Good. Good. Very good. 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 Be conscious of the length, the length of time and the distance. That was what got her to go that time. I got a little bit far and I probably pushed it a little long. Really nice eyes from her there. You'll notice she's kind of given up on that leash. after a couple little corrections. Giving up on biting on it. Reach out away from her, get her up, finish that out. Bella, heel. Good dog. Very good. Into her. Good girl. Kind of a game. She likes that. Good girl. Get that out of her. Phone. See how I spun it around just to get it into position? Good girl. Very nice. Good girl. So I want to make sure she knows that was really nice. Now, as I turn into her this time, if she turns well like that again, instead of finishing it with a sit, I'm going to take a step out and have her spin around and step forward, and then I'll tell her she's good. So I don't want to necessarily, if I do this too often where I spin around and she does it well, she sits and gets praised for it, she's going to get in this habit of spinning around and sitting. And so I don't want that either. Bella, heel. So this time, if it comes around nicely like that, I won't stop it and praise her. I'll take a step off, get her to move forward, and then praise her. Come on, see how she's getting into that habit? That one wasn't quite as good either. Out of position, good, good. Let her know, that was good. Caught her out of position, that was a really good chance to learn. Good, good. They're getting kind of excited. Heel, heel. Good. There's a really nice one. Real calm. Good footwork. Good. Nice and slow. Very nice. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. She's hanging up. She's hanging up. I'm just popping her. Just give her a little tap. I gave her a chance. She kind of hung up, so I just tapped her. Good. Heel. See how she's not going to that sit now. Sit. Good girl. Oh, that was a nice finish. Good girl. So that's about it. I mean, that's a pretty good session of heel work with her, especially because it's a new spot, completely new temptations on grass. Grass can create a little bit of an issue with the distraction. I wouldn't even think about going off lead with her. On here, there's no reason to. We just finished a really nice session. Don't go off lead and then have it not go well and lose what we've gained prior to it. So really nice. Got some opportunity to learn when she broke. I think they got to break once in a while when you put them on remote sit. If they don't break once in a while, they don't realize that what they're really doing. They just maybe are doing it on accident, not moving, or maybe we're not giving them enough time to have a chance to fail. So them messing up just a little bit like that, picking her up and making a really crisp, timely correction is a really positive thing, because it's a learning opportunity. And so when we did that, that was a chance to learn. Her quit grabbing a hold of that lead was a chance for her to learn. We had to correct it a couple times. So it's not all positive stuff. Sometimes the good stuff comes from the correction. It's just what level of correction is necessary. And I just think that's a big part of what we're trying to do, is find the least amount of pressure to get the change, and then from there get lighter, instead of going the opposite way. I think a lot of times we get to the point where as they get older, we decide, well, they can take more pressure, so we put more on them. And I just think it's a backwards way of approaching it for me. The way I want to do it is put enough pressure on to get a change, and then do it consistently so that the habit starts to form and take over. And then from there, I can use less pressure and less pressure and less pressure to reinforce and make change if need be. until ultimately there's very little pressure at all necessary. I like when dogs respond to I love it when a dog responds to that. I don't want to have to add more and more and more. And I just think it's a slippery slope that some people get into, where they think the idea is they're bigger, they should know more, I can start adding some pressure into this. I think you should be trying to lessen it as the process goes on. So it's finding, but you do have to find it. You gotta find where you get change. Because if all you do is this and it doesn't get a change, you're just gonna become a nag. And she's just gonna become used to it. And you just aren't going to get the behavior you're looking for. So that's good with her. We're going to feed her one more time. I'm going to have Ben film it as long as everything goes well. We might not film all the feeding times unless something changes. But those are we're going to work on the lining. I still haven't seen these little teeth even get loose. And to be honest with you, the gums are back to normal color. I just think those canines are hanging on. I may make a couple of retrieves with her out of, I don't want to go too long without doing it. So we may make a few little retrieves. It's been several weeks since we have. And I just moved because I wanted to reset her. I don't want to ask her to be that long in one spot and expect her to be able to do it well. But I don't want to wait weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks to make these retrieves. I want to make sure she's completely changed her chewing. She wanted to gnaw on the bed for a while. You could tell her gums were kind of red and sore. She was losing a tooth every day. That hasn't happened now for over a week. So I think that her mouth is feeling pretty good. I don't know that she's picked up quite a few things around the house. She picks the baby stuff up all the time and brings it back to me. I might make a few simple little retrieves with her until we start to see some signs of those teeth getting loose or being uncomfortable and sore. I just think I don't think it's the worst thing to do as long as you're not forming a bad habit. So if she were to lay down and want to gnaw on it, if she were to run off with it, that's what I want to avoid, is waiting so long that she gets into a habit like that. So we're gonna maybe make a few retrieves here pretty quick if those teeth don't get loose. But I'm not in a rush. But I am real happy with the lining, because now it allows me, with the lining for the food, we've formed a little bit of a habit that's going to transfer to starting to send around some memories instead of just pitching the dummies. We pitched the dummies up until this point, and we've done it a handful of times. Now we might start to extend some distance and time to it and turn around and send her on it. So that's when it gets kind of fun. I think she's getting pretty close to doing that. So we'll put her up. We're going to go feed her quick. We'll film that quickly, and then that'll be it for today. A really, really positive session. Just by simply moving locations. Bella, heel. Okay, all right, we're just gonna feed her. We just came in. Bella, heel. I'm gonna get her into heel position. She's pretty excited. Good. So we're actually doing it on lead today. I'm almost setting this up like I would a memory, like a trailing memory retrieving wise. So no, heel. I'm gonna heel her away. Then I'm gonna bring her back. Get her into heel position, sit. And I'm just gonna slip the lead off. And it's gonna be control. So I'm gonna go on and off with it a few times. I wanna make it so that she feels the pressure on her ears come on and over. Good. She doesn't move, she doesn't go out and run off. I want her to look up to me to put it on. Good. And then I'm going to see how I just leaned into her, I stepped into her and turned her. It's exactly how I'm going to do it with my little retrievers. So I leaned into her and I got her squared up. Now this time I'm going to give her a watch cue. Watch. Up. Let's try that again. So that's the first time I've done that. So she got confused with it. Thought I should go. Sit. Good. Watch. I don't want her looking at me when I send her. Watch. Bella. Good. Good girl. So that watch cue was when she looked. And as soon as she looked, and I said watch, whispered watch, and she looked, that's when I said Bella and center. That's that Craig, my buddy Craig's trick. He uses that watch cue a lot. And so I really like it, and I'm gonna use it with her. It's the first time I've done that with the dog. I never used to do that, but I really like the idea of it. I like the idea of a dog taking a picture with their mind of what it looks like. And then, because what's gonna happen is we're gonna pitch a dummy for them, have them watch, take a picture with their mind, then we're gonna tell them to walk away from it and heel them back. And we're just gonna change the distance to it, but we're gonna spin them back around and I'm gonna tell them watch. And that watch cue should go back to that picture that they took. And then we'll send them. Instead of them, I don't want them necessarily looking at me when I send them. I want them looking out there. So that watch cue is what we're gonna work on to try to get her to focus out to the field. So that's it, we've got her going. We're gonna take this call and we're on with the rest of our day.
We got a long drive home, and I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned